And who's this guy?
This is Dandy.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
and Dandy's had a lot to say over the last, so Dandy will have his input as well.
Sounds like you're making progress.
Yeah, but we are making progress, and we have a bill that is going through the Colorado legislature as we speak, and it's passed the House, and it is going through the Senate right now. So we are encouraging people to contact Senator Donovan in support of House Bill 22-1068, and we'll give some more
I
information
know,
about
send the letters. Okay.
It's really easy. Hello, today we are here at the Eagle River Center in Eagle with Lauren Cremonese and Amanda Moody to talk about Trio Therapy Partners. We are right here in the heart of the center, and we've just learned some wonderful things that your organization does. So let's start with what inspired you to start Trio Therapy Partners?
Yeah, well, for myself, I had started doing Equine-Assisted Services and volunteering in college, which is about 22 years ago, and knew I wanted to be a physical therapist. And so I also loved horses and had horses growing up, and I'm from this valley. And so I just kept finding my way to use my skills and my degree, and here we are. So,
And you joined forces with Amanda.
Yep.
And tell us what brought you to this partnership.
Well, Lauren found me, and through, you know how things happen in the valley through talking to people. Lauren found me, and I am an occupational therapist, and at the time was a horse owner, and always had a desire to bring the two together, utilizing horses in my occupational therapy practice. And so we just started putting our heads together, and
See,
that was
10 years ago.
about 10 years
9
ago.
years
So
ago.
you put it out there, and then all of a sudden it
we
appears.
started scheming and planning.
I love it. Well, and I just want to say thank you.
Yes.
Because I personally, as you both know, I've got a daughter with special needs that definitely benefited from equine therapy, and we do want to talk about that a little bit more. So I thank you, because I know how important it is, not just how it was for my daughter, but for so many that a lot of patients and kids and adults. So thank you.
It's pretty amazing. And I think ultimately that's what brought Amanda and I together, or to continuing this journey, is that we see it work so well with our clients that it's just such an amazing tool that it keeps us going, because we have so much success. And when we're in our clinical, more traditional settings, we are having success, but it's not like when we're here. So that's the passion and the fuel that drives us to keep offering this to the Eagle River community.
Yeah, which is, I want to make sure that people understand and clear, because I know there's the horseback riding, but there's really, truly, this is the therapy aspect of it. So clarify that for people so they understand.
Yeah, Amanda, do you want to answer that?
So what I do as an occupational therapist, or learned as a physical therapist, and speech language pathologist as well, can utilize equine movement, which has also been, another word for that is hippotherapy. But what hippotherapy means is the use of equine movement as a treatment tool. So you're manipulating and targeting specific gait qualities or activations of systems by manipulating the movement of the horse to affect change in your client's organization of their sensory systems, their neuromuscular state, to achieve their targeted goals for that specific therapy, whether it's improved balance or gait or ADLs, safety, cognition, speech. And also we just recently, the American Hippotherapy Association has just brought in mental health professionals who want to utilize the movement of horses as a means to affect emotional regulation change.
Yeah, which is important really now. I mean, there's so many different aspects. So, terrific, that was helpful. And also, I think what's important to let people know is how you're funded and how that all works for various people. Because it's not just a certain person that can afford doing it. There's different programs on that.
So our first kind of, our mission is to empower individuals through unique rehabilitation strategies, and a caveat is that we never want to turn anyone away. So a cornerstone for us is offering financial assistance for community members that don't have everyone has to have insurance that comes, because that's just a liability with us. But if their insurance doesn't pay for this, then we have a financial assistance fund for them. So overall, though, the organization is funded through fee for service. So people do come to us and they pay full. We contract with different agencies like Eagle County Health and Human Services and their child welfare and adult protection services. They have different community programs. Eagle County School District, we also run programs with them and see their students as well. And then a majority of our funding is from local and state community or foundation grants that we apply for and receive, and also community support. So individual donors and then local businesses are also sponsoring us. And a huge part of our success is due to the local individual donors and local businesses that are supporting us.
Always important. So donate,
so
donate.
We're really thankful for that.
But I also want to point out, because a lot of the disabled children or adults have Medicaid, and that is something that you're working on. That's important because you are out there to change something that needs to be changed. I'm going to say that.
So we, Amanda and I are part of a task force in Colorado of various therapists, speech therapists, occupational therapists, and physical therapists in the state of Colorado, from the Front Range to the Western Slope. And we've been working for the last year and a half to change the rules at the state Medicaid office. It's not an easy task. It's a little bit of an iron curtain there.
Sounds like you're making progress.
Yeah, but we are making progress, and we have a bill that is going through the Colorado legislature as we speak, and it's passed the House, and it is going through the Senate right now. So we are encouraging people to contact Senator Donovan in support of House Bill 22-1068, and we'll give some more information.
I know.
About
Send the letters. Okay.
It's really easy.
But that will eventually, if that bill passes and is signed by Governor Poulos, that will allow equine movement as a treatment tool to be accepted by Medicaid. And currently 65% of our clients that we see are on Medicaid.
Yeah, so that was a big point. Seriously, they're going to make it super easy. They have a template of a letter. So all you're going to have to do is we'll provide that template and sign it.
Yep, and email it.
Or email it, even easier, but you don't have to come up with a letter.
Yep.
You're going to have that, because it really is important.
Yeah, it is
it's
big,
a great
it would be
service.
a big step for our clients and our population and the whole state, really in this community, but in the whole state.
It's been very well received.
Okay, so
and
when
it has a lot of support, bipartisan support on both sides of the aisle.
when do they need to do that by?
By the end of May.
Okay,
I believe.
we
So,
have a task
yeah.
for everyone.
Yeah.
And didn't you say that 37 states already have this
Yeah,
provision?
37 states already allow for equine
Seems a
movement.
natural.
Yeah, and private insurance is a little bit, there are some private insurance that allow it and some don't. It's just sort of plan dependent.
Yeah.
But more and more, as we become more confident in saying that this is a clinical thing, and we're really clear on our language, this becomes easier for patients and clients to access and use their insurance.
Yeah.
So that is, Amanda and I are really proactive about that and clarifying the differences.
Yeah,
So,
and also to be clear for everyone, who to reach out to, it's going to be these two right here.
Yeah.
This is your go, whether it's mental health or physical therapy, where to get started, how that qualifies and whatnot. These two are the ones to the point.
And even if you're
person.
looking to volunteer or to support us financially or donate, we're also the gals that you would want to talk to.
There you
too.
go.
So
Our website might be the easiest place to go to. It's www.triotherapypartners.com.
And
All one word.
to clarify, you've mentioned children and adults. Are there age ranges? Like, at what point are you able to start working with children, and how late do you work with
Yeah.
adults?
It just depends on the individual situation. Guidelines say around 2 years old for our regulating and educational agency. And again, I don't know if there's an upper limit, to be honest, but there are, there's a handful of contraindications that might, that we, it would be a personal
Yep.
intake question in terms of, you wouldn't want a fresh fracture,
Yeah.
for instance, or, there are some congenital spinal issues that you also might want to be careful of. So
Yep. You can help determine.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's an
exactly.
easy,
In other words.
determination. Yeah.
But
In
we've
other
had
words,
clients
don't hesitate.
as old as, in their 60s
Yeah,
and 70s.
yeah.
Oh, wow, okay.
With different
Good to
neurological
know.
conditions.
Like Parkinson's or-
Parkinson's, who
Great.
have MS,
yeah.
who have come and joined our services.
Great.
So, yeah.
Love it.
In other words, don't hesitate to call.
Yeah.
Right.
If
We're
you have
full
needs,
of information.
then Lauren and Amanda can tell you what they can do to help you.
And of course,
And who's this guy?
This is Dandy.
oh,
Yeah.
and Dandy's had a lot to say over the last, so Dandy will have his input as well.
Yep.
Okay, well, thank you.
Thank you so much,
Oh,
Amanda.
thank you
Thank
guys
you
for
so
the
much.
Yeah, thank you.
thanks so
Thank you
much.
for enlightening us
Yeah.
to all the great things that Trio Therapy Partners
Yeah,
offer.
and
Yeah.
thanks for everyone to send those letters in and donations.
Yes. Awesome.
Thank you.